We keep getting asked if we feel like the housing market will crash. Now, I understand that it's a valid question, especially after what we saw happen in 2008. So let's look at what the experts are saying. Hi, I'm Sabrina Shaw with Homes by Sabrina. Now, Freddie Mac recently released their quarterly refinance statistics report, which covers refinances through 2020. Now, the report explains that the dollar amount of cash-out refinances was greater in 2020 than in recent years. A cash-out refinance is defined by Investopedia as a mortgage refinancing option in which an old mortgage is replaced for a new one with a larger amount than owed on the previous existing loan, helping borrowers use their home mortgage to get some cash. Now, the Freddie Mac report led to articles like the one published by The Real Deal titled House or ATM? Cash-out refinances spiked in 2020, which reports Americans treated their homes like ATMs last year, withdrawing $152.7 billion amid a cash-out refinancing spree not seen before the 2008 financial crisis. Whenever you combine the terms spiked, homes like ATM, and financial crisis, it conjures up some memories of the housing crash that we experienced in 2008. However, that comparison is invalid for 3 reasons. 1, Americans are sitting on much more home equity today. Mortgage data giant Black Knight just issued information on the amount of tappable equity U.S. homeowners with a mortgage have. Now, tappable equity is the amount of equity available for homeowners to use and still have 20% equity in their home. Here's a graph showing the findings from the report. In 2006, directly before the crash, tappable home equity in the U.S. topped out at $4.6 trillion. Today, that number is $7.3 trillion. As Black Knight explains, at year's end, some 46 million homeowners held a total $7.3 trillion in tappable equity, the largest amount ever recorded. Now, that's an increase of more than $1.1 trillion, 18%, since the end of 2019, the largest percentage gain since 2013, and you guessed it, the largest dollar value gain in history to boot. All in all, it works out to roughly $158,000 on average per homeowner, with tappable equity at nearly $19,000 from the end of 2019. 2, homeowners cashed out a much smaller amount this time. In 2006, Americans cashed out a total of $321 billion. In 2020, that number was less than half, totaling $153 billion. The $321 billion made up 7% of the tappable equity in the country in 2006. On the other hand, the $153 billion made up only 2% of the total tappable equity last year. Now, 3, fewer homeowners tapped their equity in 2020 than in 2006. Freddie Mac reports that 89% of refinances in 2006 were cash-out refinances. Last year, that number was less than half at 33%. As a percentage of those who refinanced, many more Americans lowered their equity position 15 years ago as compared to last year. Bottom line, it's true that many Americans liquidated a portion of the equity in their homes last year for various reasons. However, less than half of them tapped their equity compared to 2006, and they cashed out less than 1/3 of that available equity. Today's cash-out refinance situation bears no resemblance to the situation that preceded the housing crash. So this is good news. And even better news is that as a seller in this market with inventory so low, you have all the control, and you should expect to sell your home for top dollar and with the most favorable terms. If you'd like more information and you're thinking about selling, give us a call here at Homes by Sabrina, as we are always glad to help. Because when you do what you love, people love what you do. And we love what we do. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel, Sabrina Shaw Realtor, for more tips when selling. And don't forget, if you're thinking of selling your home here south of 121st Street, in Jenks 74037, Bixby 74008, Glenpool 74033, Mound 74047, or Kiefer 74041, and 𝒶𝓈𝓆 74066. We are your specialist. Now, we can work with anybody in the Tulsa Metro area, but these are the areas we specialize in.